What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of the Survival Credits series. We're gonna change it up a little bit today. Now, for the past few episodes, about 4 or 5 of them, we've been working on nothing but pillars for the bridges. Completely nothing else except these pillars. We're gonna change it up. Now, when I was looking, I jumped onto Testing World, or our thumbnail world, where I get all my thumbnails and everything like that. If you don't know, there's a chunk loader. It requires a beacon and emeralds. If you don't know, a beacon requires another star. Another star? What? Another star. I can't speak. If you also don't know, I don't want to kill the wither because there's really nothing to it. All you get is the star. Now, something I found out, the star to get the beacon, yes, it would be pretty good for a beacon, which we can always get later on. I'm not too worried about killing the dragon or the wither right now. We can make the chunk loader. But again, I have to get the beacon, which means I need to get the nether star. Now, if you notice, there are two different ones. Now, these are also chunk loaders, except they use the create mod instead of this simple one, because this one you can just place. You can place it wherever and it will go. These two require power, but you can still have them go. So really all they are is a glass, a respawn anchor. I'm dying. Stop it. Go away. Leave me alone. All right, back to where was I? Back to where I was. Yeah, these require glass, respawn anchor, and a side casings and a shaft just to get the empty. And then that will let us be able to get this. But if you notice, there's something a little bit different. Now, we do have a ponder option or a ponder ability to make this, not that piece, to make this a full functional chunk loader. We just need to basically take a ghast from its home and just put that in. Now, this andesite one is a simple one chunk. There's nothing else to it. You can't change it. You can't do anything. It's just one single chunk. But if you do a brass chunk loader, yes, it requires mechanical crafting, but you can change these between a 1x or a 1 chunk, a 3x3 chunk, and a 5x5 chunk. But you notice what it requires? Yeah, precision mechanisms. You know what I don't like making? Yeah, precision mechanism. But I found a machine that will let us be able to make some precision mechanisms on its own. We don't have to worry about clicking every 3 seconds. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to make a simple precision mechanism machine to make them, and then we're going to make a whole bunch of these brass chunk loaders. Now, if you also notice, we're going to need 20 of these. Actually, how many do I got? We actually have 21 of them. I'm going to have to change it up a little bit. There's 5 up top, 5 on the side. We don't have 5 up top. Something I could do, we can always get some mechanical crafters and just put them right here too, on these sides, the edge. It'll perfectly be fine. We don't have to worry too much. If I take this, we get some mechanical crafters. I should be able to make some. Yep, I have to make some because I am completely out. Casing, electron tube, crafting table. That made how 3? Okay. Let me go ahead and make these real quick and then we can start working on the other. Alright, so I got all the materials to make some more crafters. Just gonna do this. Just take that. Go. Just take that one again. Then go bonk. Do this and let's do this one. Then we just need our wrench. Rotate here, everything down. This one right there. So it makes it pretty simple. And then we obviously have some, where'd they go? We have some blocking cases. Wherever I've thrown them, I can't remember. Hey, well, they're somewhere. Might be back in our store. There they are. Yeah, we got 15 of them. And then let me just go preset chunk loader. All right, just gotta do this. Boom. Basically make a helmet. Everything else will go. We'll throw that in. We'll just reorganize. All right, let's go ahead and start that little farm, or not the farm, the machine. All right, so we'll just come back down here. We'll connect this up to a power system, which we're actually very close to running out on. Where was it? Precision mechanism. Now it's not made by me. I can't really remember who it's made by. It sucks, but I'll give credit. I'm gonna do this real quick. I have a set. Then this one I could just have it go off of connect them. That'll be pretty simple. Let me get where is my schematic cannon? I need my schematic cannon. That's the only way. There it is. I'm blind. A little checklist. I really need to organize everything. Drastically organize everything. I don't know where half of it is anymore. Let me get my gunpowder. Shouldn't need that much. And all this should be able to fit in a barrel, hopefully. And then this is already full spin. We don't need to worry about that. So yeah, we're definitely going to get rid of all this at some point and definitely refix everything. I'm going to have to try and figure out a little layout on how I could do everything. So something we're going to have to try and work on. Because I could make it to where everything that is made in the machines, so like all the alloy, all the iron, stuff like that, can be made and just have like belts that go through and we'll just connect up onto this and just go into our system automatically. Just so we don't really have to come down here and everything is already set. We should be fine. All right, so one thing we need is an andesite funnel. We need 4 barrels and 1 brass chute. We're gonna need a good chunk of stuff. Now, hopefully these already come with the filters and everything, because if not, I don't know where they are. All right, looks like I don't have any chutes. That's great. I need deployers. I have 1. All right, well, I need to make chutes. Never mind, I have chute right there. Perfect. 3 deployers, 2 encased chain drives. All right, there we go. We have every single item that is needed for this little machine that should work wonders. Everything should be placed in correctly. Yes, it is. Nice. Let's go ahead and start that little machine up, and she is done. See how easy that was? Very easy. Very, very easy. All right, I gotta try and figure out which one is needed where. Let's make some item frames. How do we make these? Stick and leather. Wow. I do have some leather. Surprising. Okay. I was not prepared for that. I thought I wasn't gonna have any. All right, so we go. I'm gonna have to set these on here first and then go back through with them. All right, so we're gonna need, where to go? Small cog, big cog, and an iron nugget. All I gotta do is do that. We boom, boom. I forgot how they were placed on here. That's not good. Let me see if I can find it real quick. All right, so I found out who it was made by. Let me see if I have an extra sign somewhere. I don't. I do. Ignore it. So here, and boom. That is who it is by. Truban. Or Truban. Something like that. I don't know. Sorry. We're going to need that on there. We're going to need... Then we need a gold sheet. There we go. That was pretty simple. I have a little press right there for me. Nice. Alright, and then we have to go back through again. Well, actually, we don't have to go through again. I can just keep these here. Because, you know, that lines up with that one, that one, that one, that one. Okay. Pretty easy. Pretty good. So it's something we're going to do real quick. There actually is an item vault back here, so it will hold everything in here. So I don't have to worry. Something I'm going to do. We're going to fill all of these up. We're going to have max amount of iron nuggets, everything. Everything. And this is definitely going to take a minute to try and load up. So once this hits 64, then iron will be complete. And just like that is complete. That was like 3 seconds later. Never mind. Are we... Oh, it's filling into the hoppers. That would make sense. All right, there we go. There's my food and my backpack. All right, there we go. Need some large cog wheels. Something I'm going to do. We're just going to keep doing this. It's definitely going to be a little bit more than what I was planning, but oh well. All right, well, I said I was going to fill these up completely. The only one that's fully filled up is iron nuggets, just because that's easier to make and doesn't take that much longer. Large cogwheels, they're full, kind of. Not really, but I mean, it should be fun. And then all we need is gold sheets, and we just put those here, and they'll go. We just need it to connect to power real quick. And then we just need some vertical gearboxes. We've done that. This should be going the correct way. This should be at full speed. Yes, it is. Oh wow. Full speed does not look that fast. That's insane. Now let me just throw all this in here. We're gonna need some gold sheets. Let me just take a stack of these. Yeah, it'll be alright. We're gonna have a stack. What am I doing? Alright, and we just gotta let this press for a minute. Alright, so all we gotta do, we just gotta put these in here, and these will go on their own. Everything will go in there and just basically fill up. Then we just constantly keep going. So once it registers that, you know, one is done, it would just start going in here. So as you can see, these are just starting to fill up. That stack should be gone pretty quickly. Hopefully we don't run out on everything else. We should be fine. Yeah. That should make about around 50, because obviously you gotta remember, you have that chance of it not being able to be made. So yeah, we have some incomplete ones in here for some reason. That's not supposed to be like that. For some reason we have some extra ones that aren't gone through. And yep, see, we got one that didn't work. We actually were lucky enough to get a gold sheet back. I can just throw that back in and we go on its own. We have 20 more remaining. Another gold sheet. Let me just throw that back in. Reuse it. And then these 3 we're just gonna throw right back up there because they're all set on cogwheel. So, and okay, that one did not give as much as I was hoping, but cool. And everything should be done. There we go. And there we go. Those would just go in. Now we have 60. Cool. And we are completely full. Nice. It's not bad. We just got 60 precision mechanisms just like that. Let's go ahead and work on the chunk loader. All right, each one needs 3. I'm gonna need a lot. So, all right, so we're gonna do 10 of each. So we're gonna need a lot of stuff. Respawn anchors is crying obsidian. I don't know how. All we gotta do is just get obsidian turned to crying obsidian. We can actually turn magma using water into that. The lava bucket through. It, okay. Losing iron, but alright, well, we're gonna have to go out and find some ruined portals just to get some crying obsidian. One down here. Alright, well, let's go ahead and try and find as much as we can. We could do a little farm of obsidian or the crying obsidian. Actually, hold on, what am I doing? Yeah, something I could do. We just get some buckets. We have this. All I gotta do is just get some lava in the bucket, and then we could create a little pit that has lava in it, and we pour water over it, and boom, we have obsidian right there. And then we can just bring it over to a soul fire. Bingo. That's all it takes is obsidian and soul fire. That's it. Let's just hope we don't get this one. We get this one. So what I'm gonna do, we're just gonna go over here. I'm gonna fill up all this, and nothing's running, which means I gotta power the system. We just do that. Alright, there we go. Perfect. What's a good spot? Is there like a little cave area? Alright, here we go. We got a little spot here. Alright, and then we'll just fill these up with lava. I don't care where. As long as we get lava, we'll be... Alright, so let me go ahead and get some water. And then we'll just pour that over. Oh, we'll have some obsidian. There we go. And we just gotta sit here and mine all of it. And we're gonna need quite a lot of it. So we're probably gonna have to do this quite a few times. Because, you know, we can't pour water in the nether. Alright, well, we need more lava. I guess we're gonna go to the nether and get a bucket full. Or quite a few buckets, but... Alright, so we have about 46. How much do we actually need? It's 6 per. Hold on. So we could do 7 so far. As much as we need, but we can always try and figure out a little farm that can always make that. So pretty good. Alright, let's go ahead. Turn it to some crying obsidian. And we should... Hold on, how does this one work again? Crying obsidian. Okay, so we need it with campfire. Let me test one piece real quick, just in case. I don't know how long it's gonna take, but let's hope it goes pretty quick. Okay, I don't know where it went. Okay, so it just deleted itself. So we need, like, actual fire. Yeah, we just need fire. I should actually have a fan. I should have some, yes. I should have some soul sand also, and flint steel. Okay, so we're actually just gonna go to the basement. We're gonna set this up down here real quick. Wrong way, wrong way. Alright, let's go ahead and test this out. Let's just throw one in there. Let's hope it works. Let's hope it works. No, it doesn't. Brother, what? Oh, it's going off of that first one. Yeah, it's going off of Ultimate Factory instead of stuff in additions. I may have to get rid of this. Alright, well, I tried going through the configs to see if, you know, the Ultimate Factory mod has at least a config to disable or remove some recipes. It does not. So now we are completely stuck with a 12% chance to get crying obsidian. I'm going to be stuck here forever or ever. I won't be able to leave. So that's great. Now I could disable it, which would probably be the better bet, but that means I lose the other stuff. So some of the machines that we have active now won't be able to be worked on or work in general. So let's just hope these work. We got like 4 pieces, brother. I threw 40 in and we only got 4. I threw 4 and we only got 4. It's definitely better just to go to ruined portals and just take them from there. I'm going to do that. All right, well, we got some obsidian. We have a stack in 38. This is probably only going to turn into maybe, if I'm lucky enough, 10. Oh, I really want to try and figure out how I can disable that one, but I can't, which sucks. Alrighty. Well, we're back at base. Let's go ahead to our basement. Alright, let's hope this works, because if not, I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna lose it. Please give the right amount. I need like so many. I'm gonna need so many of these. I need so many. I need one for every farm. If they're close enough, I could probably do 2. Should be fine. I'm still gonna need a lot of these. We got 12. Yeah, pretty well. Around 10. A stack in 30 only gave 12. Oh, brother. Let's see if there's a crying obsidian farm real quick. Alright, so I just found a high output obsidian farm we're gonna look at real quick. We're gonna see how well it is. I want to see if it works, because if it does, then we can make that also. So I'm gonna need a lot of obsidian. Alright, so let me get my schematic. This one and that one. Bonk to the boom. Obsidian generator. I don't know how well this works. I mean, this should be water. I don't. Oh, that's creative lava, which is you can't make a creative lava tank. Yeah, you can't do a creative fluid tank, which means I would need a pump that would go into the nether, come out of the nether, and connect up into this. How well does it work though? Where's our power gotta go? I'm guessing here. That will be set on its own power. One goes up, one goes down. That is just filled with water. What? Oh, this is set on 30. What? Oh, okay. So every 11 seconds, this will go up and down. May have to increase it just a little bit. Yeah. Try 15 seconds. There's so much that it has to go through. Okay, 20 seconds? Okay, 20 seconds. Every 20 seconds. Let's see. I don't know how it would. Okay, it just doesn't. Yeah, 60 obsidian. Oh, and it literally reads 60 obsidian. Pretty cool. I probably won't use the Nixie tubes just because that's gonna be a problem, but okay, let's do 30 seconds. Everything's up. That should all go. I'm so confused on why some go up, some go down. That part's using. Or it sits down for 30 seconds. Okay, so yeah, we would just have to do that 15. We'll increase this to 5 seconds. How? Everything should go. Okay, so it goes up. Gives time for lava to go. Okay, let's do 10 on this one. See, it won't go every now and then. What? Is that for when these start? Try 4 seconds. Let's see. No, brother, what? Okay, all that should go. Let it reset real quick. I have it set to 3 seconds, which means it should, hopefully. Dude, what is happening? Why are you so slow? Okay, so let's do a delay between 10. That should give it time for everything to start. Hopefully, everything can flow in to a 15-second delay. So we'll do the piston, 1 block. Should start the 15-second delay. Should probably have like 10 left. This should just fill up with lava. Oh, okay, 20 seconds. It worked on the first try. I don't know why it's not working now. It's a smart observer. That's just a threshold switch. This should work, technically. You should have lava being able just to flow into this. I don't know how long this takes, dude. I'm like so lost. If I increase this, let's do 30 seconds. And then let's wait for it to power on. Oh man, this definitely takes quite a while to figure out. But see, that one just triggered down there. And I don't know why it does. This should be enough time for all this to be at least thrown in. I would take that as a no. Why? What? Alright, let's just delete all that real quick. We'll retry it. We will replace it. Alright, so we're going to keep everything same. Not going to change anything. We're not going to do everything. This will stay. This will stay. That will stay. I probably messed it up already. Never mind. Now let's do this. Do a full speed. We'll let it go on its own. I'm not going to touch it. Not going to do anything. This should just... What? What? Why does it make it flash? I'm so lost. I didn't change a single thing. Maybe flipping that was my problem. Is it gonna do it again? Because it's been sitting for a few seconds. Or is it just not going to function how it should? Try this going down. Oh, so it's just a stopper. Yep, everything runs. Okay. And none of it connects. I didn't change anything. What if you rotate this going up? Is that gonna fix it? Are we rotating the wrong way? Now none of this goes. You're not going though. What does that do? I'm like so lost. There's so many levers. There was no video to it either. Like, let's not go. None of this works. Why isn't that working? Let me try a different spot. There may be super glue here because there's glue on the stuff. Yeah, that's probably why it didn't do anything. Okay, let me collect all this and we'll go back to the obsidian. If it, register. There we go. Thank you. I will do a creative motor. All right, everything is on. Everything is set. I'm not going to touch anything. I'm just going to add power to it. Increase the power to 256. I'm not going to do anything. We're going to let this go on its own. If it freaks out, I'm going to freak out. I don't want it to freak because I don't want to freak out. Yep, that's correct. That's how that should go. And then they should kick on, throw lava back in, and it should make it. No. What? Can lava not go up tubes anymore? That's what I'm wondering. Maybe they can go up tubes. I mean, it literally shows they can. Yeah, it stops it and then immediately cuts it off. Do I need a larger fluid tank? Maybe that would work. Logic. Nope. Okay. This one. We're just going to change these to a 20-second delay. It has 20 seconds for this to hopefully feel what it needs. I don't think it's going to work. No. Does lava not work on going up anymore? Really? Let me try this. Put lava into there. I should make it go. We do full speed. That was pretty instant. Oh no, that was pretty instant. But we also have some that face down. Technically, wouldn't you want lava to face up? Oh, see, there's a little bit now. Okay, so let me change the edges to ups. Yep, see there's a little more. There's over there. Yeah, I don't know what the point of it was for going. See, now it's starting to go. So yeah, you literally have to put every pump facing up. Let me turn the machine off real quick. Alright, I just gotta remember everything in here has to be glass, so. Just break all this real quick. Okay, I'm gonna face everything up. This should also give a little bit more lava or like obsidian just because everything is facing up, which means we have more source blocks. But this was also on a 1.19 version when this was made, so we're on 1.20.1, probably a different system technically. So all right, we do that. Let me just set this back to 1. This should hopefully be enough, because when we do this, we're gonna have to have a pipe go to the nether, which is the only way that's gonna work. We do this, we have to go full speed. Yeah, see, then I can lower this back down to 8 seconds, and this should make it go 20 times faster. And depending on how fast this fills up, really, I should be able to have this down to maybe a 3 delay, which will make it just go. Start again, and boom. Yeah, we can definitely cut the speed down. Let's do a 5. Okay, maybe 4. We're getting like right on the limit of it. Then it goes up, goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then it should drop down. Yeah. Then it'll go back up. Go wait for the water. And then goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so it's right when the water disappears, because that will release a signal saying, hey, this can now come down. Perfect. Nice. All right, so obviously we won't have creative motor. We won't be able to do everything. But this does, we're at 467 obsidian. I think we're okay. We're just going to get rid of the Nixie tubes because we don't need these. I don't really need to know how much. It's cobblestone, so if this gets to a point where it's over a certain amount, I would just drop it back down. Okay, that's a display link. I don't need those. I need that. Okay, this one is redstone obsidian. This one is redstone obsidian. Basically, I don't know how to limit what these do. I don't know what the levers do. I ain't gonna mess with the levers, but let me get a sign. We will build this also. And this is who it is by. Give me that. So we just had to fix all of, the pipes and everything like that. Probably 1.19. It was where, you have to have them facing down for it to go. Obviously 1.20, everything swapped. So everything will be facing up. Is that pushed up? It's not much. Hold on. Try this real quick. Okay, so there we go. Now to make it to where everything was set up. Okay. Because yeah, when this is put down and we stop it when it's down, it's going to make it to where everything in here that is already like destroyed and everything like that, it's going to make it to where it just sits. So up here, it's a waterway that would just push everything down under here. The chest, I don't know why there's chest, but honestly, we're just going to keep it just in case. I don't know what it does or how it's supposed to fix it, but we're just going to do it to keep it. And yes, it will be out of glass so we can constantly see it. Okay, so let's go ahead and get a schematic. We will just take our fixed copy of it, one that is repaired. All right, and everything is there. So perfect. We can now we'll call this the updated OBS farm. We'll save that one. And then all we got to do is just go into our other world. And well, we can make this, which I don't think we're going to do this episode. We might do next episode, but let's head back. All right. So where could we build this thing? Now it's only going to be a temporary one. And, until we make a permanent one, which will probably be down here. We're going to have to try and figure out where we can put that. Because right now we don't even have enough for a chunk. I mean, which do I have? Yeah, so we only have enough for 2 chunk loaders right now. I want to get it to where we have a whole bunch. So we're probably not going to make any in this video. We're probably just going to end right here. So next episode we can start working on that obsidian farm. And then we can build all of that. And then have free obsidian. And I won't have to worry ever. So yeah, with that being said, we are going to end today's video here. So again, thank you guys so much for watching. I do appreciate it. Oh, if you want to see some extra content, I do have a second channel in the description. A whole bunch of variety, more games, more things like that. We also have started recently streaming on Twitch and Kick, so if you do want to check that out, everything's in the description. With that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. I do appreciate it. I'll see you guys on the next one. Goodbye.